As a child, I was always interested in putting things together. I was about 10 or 11, around that age. There was a model ship that had just come out. It was called the Codisark. And of course, I made a request for the model. So I get this model. I was ecstatic. All I wanted to do was to rip that top off and get going. All right. So this is the beast, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow. And I start to put it together. Oh, boy. Wow. There was a compulsivity about me because at the time I was a perfectionistic child. Can I take a look at that, please? Sure. Wow. Boy, that is nice, some nice detail. When I was a kid, I was in earnest trying to get this model finished. What happened was, inadvertently, I had spilled a drop of glue on the deck and smudged it all up. I remember the sheer panic of that moment, because here was this thing I had longed for so long, and I had ruined it. I had destroyed it, defiled it. You know, that was the last model I ever did. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time. Mm. Yes. It was a turning point. It was a pivotal point, because I realized how much I'm tethered, or how much I had been tethered to a life of control. See, the myth is that more control is better. The opposite is true. The only way we can ever learn to let go of control is to risk trusting. It's not figuring life out, but letting life unfold. I'm a psychologist. When I work with patients, I bring into my environment those things that make me happy. I share those things just by having them here for others that may or may not notice them. The dinosaur bone is the project that I work on in between patients. I'll go to it every once in a while and just do a little scraping, stand back and look at it. It's a labor of love. The Camarasaurus is a large plant-eating dinosaur from the Jurassic period. And the tibia happens to be something that we found this past year. I've been in the process of reconstructing it now, I guess, probably about 4 months. It'll take me perhaps another 4 months, so maybe a little less than a year. When the Camarasaurus bone comes out of the ground, it's typically very fragmented, as any dinosaur bone is nowadays. It's 150 million years of sitting in the dirt. Little by little, you begin to restore something that was incomplete. And isn't it like life itself, that we wish we could reach inside and restore those parts of us that are incomplete? If I were to make a mistake on the tibia, I wouldn't even call it a mistake. I had to have the perfected image. I had to get the boat finished and perfect. The tibia, on the other hand, is part of the whole evolution of my present life. The tibia almost teaches me the value of imperfection. It's there not so much to be completed, but to be enjoyed.